Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Fine feathers make fine birds. But, on the contrary, all is not gold that glitters. Also, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. To the wisdom of these eternal verities, add another. Crime does not pay. Mix well with a great singer turned dramatic actress, and you have our suspense story, The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
Do you know the Social Security benefits to which you will be entitled when you separate from the service and take a civilian job? Here's a tip from Social Security.
Everyone who works for a living knows that illness or injury may keep them from earning a living. Today, more than 9 out of 10 American workers are covered by Social Security, and each one should know that if he becomes severely disabled, he and his family may be eligible for monthly Social Security disability payments. More than 1 million people are now receiving benefits each month under this program. For more information about Social Security disability benefits, write to Social Security, Department 15, Hollywood 28, California, and ask for a free copy of Booklet 29 called If You Become Disabled.
And now, The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
She's lying on the couch in my office. I thought I'd just let her alone until you showed up, Captain.
That was considerate of you, Lieutenant.
Here, in here.
Are you sure that's her?
I'm positive.
Where was she picked up? In her bedroom?
Hell's Kitchen and Alley. Somebody stole her dress, and one of the boys gave her his overcoat.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Ruth Franklin.
How old are you?
33.
Where do you live?
On Park Avenue.
You go to school in this city?
Graduate school, Columbia University. I work for the Carrington Green Advertising Agency. My secretary's name is P.D. Wright. I'm the murderer you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you're Ruth Franklin, all right.
I can hardly blame you for not recognizing me. Did you know that 6 weeks ago I was voted one of the 10 best-dressed women in America?
I read something about it.
I always knew that someday I would be, but when it actually happened, it was just as exciting as if it had been a total surprise. The invitation to the luncheon to meet the press came on Monday. I ran right out and bought the most elegant and expensive dress I could find. And when I swept into the luncheon, everyone was looking at me, including the other 9 well-dressed women. Percy Hamilton of Radcliffe Press, a little bald-headed man who moved and looked like a startled chipmunk, met me as I came in.
Oh, Miss Franklin, I'm so happy to see you. Right this way, please. You're a little late, you know.
Percy, baby, you've confused me perhaps with a debutante. I work for a living.
I'm going to put you here at table 13 with Mr. Mason. Miss Franklin, may I present Mr. Mason?
How do you do?
How do you do?
You two are going to be luncheon partners. Well, I'll run along.
You, of course, couldn't be anyone else but the best-dressed Franklin.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Mr. Mason.
Well, my tone was not meant to imply a personal indictment, Miss Franklin. In fact, it's a commendation. You play your part very well in this best-dressed racket.
Racket?
Racket.
Oh, I always draw the most charming luncheon partners. It was undoubtedly something in your childhood. They must have made you wear Buster Brown collars or velveteen knickers.
I wore dungarees. No, it's just that I have the best prima facie evidence anyone ever had that this best-dressed business is a travesty on good taste and artistic judgment.
Before I move to another table, Mr. Mason, I might find it interesting to hear one sentence telling me why you feel this way.
I'd be happy to oblige. You see, I was picked as one of the best-dressed men.
Mr. Mason, I believe I'm beginning to value your opinion. Well, that's the way it began. little careless banter while we sized each other up. And something in our measurements had meaning because, despite speeches and cold chicken a la king and news photographers interfering with most of our conversation, we later found ourselves at the Stork Club discussing everything from Picasso to paperback novels. Sometime in the evening, he said he had to catch a plane somewhere, but he'd get in touch with me soon. The next morning, when I walked into my office, Petey, my secretary, was wearing the smug smile of a girl who caught her older sister with a boy on the back porch hammock.
Seen it yet, boss?
The Gimbal ads? How were they?
I can wait.
All right. Seen what?
A picture of you and Roy Mason.
Mason? I hardly spoke a word to the man.
Hardly a word, huh? You know, that's a Stork Club ashtray in that picture. How did you converse? Smoke signals with your cigarettes?
Petey, you're very close to being fired.
Let me read you what Winchell says. The most handsome twosome in town last night were Ruth Franklin, the best-dressed huckster, and Roy Mason.
Petey, what do you know about him?
I'll save you the embarrassment of asking me to get a file on him. I've already done it. Here you are, boss. The Life and Loves of Roy Mason, assembled by P.T. Wright, Girl Boswell.
All right, tell it.
He's a foreign correspondent, distinguished. He's written 2 books on world politics, The Long Road of Destruction and The Coming Asiatic Crisis. I've ordered both of them so you can talk his language. He's a Yale graduate, skull and bones, 38, unmarried. Just call me quick.
Thank you and goodbye.
I'll just leave these things here so you can drool over them. Have fun.
Petey.
Yes, boss, ma'am?
You've had your fun. Now hands off. I'm going to marry him. I read those clippings through from beginning to end, and when I went home that night, I took both of Roy Mason's books with me. And the following night, he called me. And then it was practically every evening, and cocktails and weekends, and intimate little dinners, fireplaces and books, and talk into the dawn. I knew, and I let the papers know, that Ruth Franklin had finally found a man who came up to her requirements. I had him hooked. Now it was time to reel him in.
Waiter, 2 more of the same, please.
Roy. I have some news I know you'll be interested in.
You are going to run for president.
No, nothing as small as that. I'm going to get married.
You're going to get what?
Married.
Oh? To whom?
A man named Roy Mason.
I see. Does he know anything about it?
Well, I've kept it a secret from him until I was sure. Now my mind's made up.
Just like that, huh?
Uh-huh. Pleased?
Well, let's say flattered and very, very sorry.
Why?
To have to decline the invitation. You see, Ruth, I'm already engaged.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask me.
Who is it?
Her name is Elizabeth Granger, a socialite from Long Island. You may know her.
No, and I have no desire to.
Ruth, what made you think we were going to be married?
I guess I believe my own press notices. Every columnist in town has been ringing wedding bells for us.
I never pay attention to columnists.
Well, I do, and so do a lot of other people. And what a Roman holiday they're going to make out of this. Oh, boy, I can just see it. What best-dressed woman was left waiting at the church by what best-dressed man?
Well, I'll phone them tomorrow and tell them to lay off.
And make a bigger fool out of me? What do you think I am, a doormat, an old shoe that you
Ruth,
can just...
please lower your voice. People are looking.
Oh, let them look. A scene in a cocktail lounge makes good reading, and we always make the papers, don't we, lover?
Keep your voice down.
Why don't you go to Inner Mongolia or somewhere and write another book? Anywhere where I'll never have to see you again.
The second act of Suspense continues in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. In the Soviet Union, the Communist Party keeps the Red Army in check in various ways. It limits the authority of commanding officers by placing full-time party members in charge of political affairs. It also does its best to keep military men out of high party positions. In this way, a top commander can be dismissed if he grows too powerful. This was strikingly demonstrated in the case of Marshal Zhukov. 3 months after becoming a Presidium member in 1957, he was demoted and relieved of his Army command. To further ensure its control, the party also assigns to Army units members of the secret police, who report directly to their police superiors rather than their commanding officers.
And now, we continue with Act Two of The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Oh, leave it to me. I did a grand job. I made my exit like the second lead in a straw hat playhouse. The next day I didn't go to the office and I didn't read the papers. I knew what would be in them. I felt sick and soiled and used. The phone rang all day long, but I didn't answer it until late in the afternoon. Hello?
Me.
Oh.
Trying to get you all day.
What for?
To tell you that we're friends, you and I. And I hate like the devil to think that you really meant it when you said you never wanted to see me again. I sent you a letter last night, but I'd rather tell you what I wrote in person.
Now look, Roy.
No, let me go on. A man rarely meets a woman like you. I was lucky. Real lucky. Ruth, you can send me away altogether if you want to. But I'd miss you for the rest of my life. That's the truth.
But you're going to marry this...
Ruth, I want to talk with you, calmly, decently, honestly. I want you for a friend. I'm mixing a couple of drinks in my apartment around 5 tonight. I hope you'll be there to share them with me.
What a colossal ego this man had. And yet he was offering me the opportunity to settle the matter my way. I took it.
Ah, you came. Thanks, Ruth. Let me take your coat?
No, it's a little chilly. I think I'll keep it on.
All right. Drink?
A very dry martini and a little soft music.
The record's on the turntable and the martini's already mixed. I knew you wouldn't pass up a Mason special.
You were rather certain your pretty speech on the phone would work, weren't you?
I meant it. I'm glad you're here, Ruth. All of that highly lacquered veneer you show your public is all right for them. But for me, I'll take you the way I know you.
Tell me more.
Underneath $40,000 a year and behind that best-dressed wardrobe, you're quite a gal.
Quite an ornament to wear on your sleeve.
Oh.
Until you're tired of it.
Oh, you don't understand,
Don't
Ruth.
touch me.
Ruth!
Yes, it's a gun, Roy.
For heaven's sake, Ruth! Ah! Ruth, stop this. You've got it all wrong. Put down that gun. Ah! Ruth, get a doctor. We'll say it was an accident.
Stay away from me.
Phone a doctor. Oh, no. It wasn't supposed to be this way at all. Ah! Ruth, I wrote you.
I stood there looking down at him. He tried to talk again, but he couldn't say a word. And then all of a sudden he was dead. I hadn't planned what I was going to do after I killed him, so I just sat down and finished my martini and looked at him lying there on the floor, and then I was aware of someone pounding.
Hello there. Are you all right in there? What happened? Hello. Answer me, somebody. Oh, hello, miss. I live in the apartment next door, and I thought I heard gunshots in here.
You did.
What?
Over there.
Well, I better phone the police. Where's the phone?
On the desk.
Hello, operator. Give me the police. Yes, I said the police. Right away. There's been a shooting.
I just walked out. No one tried to stop me. I got a taxi back to my own apartment, changed, threw some things into a bag, gathered up my jewelry and what money I had. I registered under another name at a small hotel on the west side. I knew I had to get out of the country, but before I left, there was someone I had to see. Elizabeth Granger, the woman he preferred to me.
Act 3 of Suspense follows in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. A few words now on the position of the family under communism. In Soviet society, the family has been reduced to a kind of machine for producing workers. Soviet leaders have deprived families of the right to educate their children and have minimized the influence of family life by drawing women into the labor force. The institution of the family is looked on as part of the machinery for producing what are designated as obedient, disciplined communists. To accomplish this, the role of the parents has been taken over by the schools, by youth organizations, and by the establishment of boarding schools. The final aim of the party is evidently the education of all children away from the family.
And now, we continue with Act 3 of The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The next night, there was a rosary for Roy at the Edgeflower Mortuary. I waited across the street. I wanted to see her walk in. I wanted to see how well she could take it. But Elizabeth Granger didn't appear at his rosary. The next morning, wearing dark glasses and a veil, I went to his funeral, but she didn't. Hello, Petey.
Boss, don't you know the police are looking all over town for you?
Petey, who is Elizabeth Granger? Where does she live?
Oh, that.
She isn't in the phone book. She wasn't at his funeral. There are no pictures of her in the papers. You know these things. Tell me, please.
I can't help you. Nobody can help you now. You're a walking dead woman.
Petey, listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you. I'm afraid to. I don't want to end up like you someday. Well-fed, well-dressed, successful, but dead.
I came here for your help, not your opinions.
Everything you ever said in your life was a lie. I did your legwork, looked up things for you, verified them, checked them. And just to satisfy my curiosity, I checked about you, too. You didn't go to any graduate school at Columbia. You were born and brought up in Hell's Kitchen, and you went as far as PS 432. You hated everything you had and were, and you tried to wipe it out.
Tell me what you know about Elizabeth Granger.
I'll tell you this much. You're not going to have the pleasure of watching her suffer along with you. And I'll tell you how I know. Because Roy Mason wrote you a letter. I read it, because I never thought I'd see you again. Would you like to know what's in it?
Yes.
Makes you look 10 times as foolish as you do now. He said that there was no such person as Elizabeth Granger.
You're lying.
He just invented her. Just invented her to get away from you.
You're lying. There has to be an Elizabeth Granger.
Here's the letter. Look for yourself.
It was true. Every word of it. There was no Elizabeth Granger. Roy just didn't want me, and he had to find some excuse. I walked to the door, wondering what to do. Where to go.
One more thing, boss. 10 seconds after you're out of that door, I'm going to call the police.
I ran out of the office, out of the building down Madison Avenue. I wanted to lose myself, but where? How? I walked and I walked and I walked, and I tried to understand. I tried to understand why I'd killed Roy. And everything that came into my mind revolted me. Oh, I needed a drink, a dozen drinks, 100 drinks.
Are you sure you're in the right place, lady?
Just give me a double bourbon. Scotch, a triple, I don't care.
Well, okay, you're old enough.
Hurry it up. Here's my money.
Hey, Eddie, get a load of the doll. What would any dame dressed like that come in here for?
Slumman. What are you, stupid or something? They like to come over to Hell's Kitchen where men are men, looking for thrills.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think she came in here for? Thought it was 21 or something?
Ah, talk.
Yeah? I'll show you how to handle a doll like that. Buy you a drink, ma'am?
No, get away from me.
No, you don't really mean that. Tony, the drink's on me. Why don't we have it in the booth over there? We can talk, huh?
Get away from me. Who do you think you are?
All right, Eddie, no sale.
Who does she think she is? She got no right in here unless she wants to be sociable. She's a bum and you know it, Tony.
Eddie, can't you see this is a lady? Now go for a walk.
Lady? Ha! Since when we got ladies in here?
You filthy...
Hey, wait a minute.
Cheap little bum, you...
Hey, Eddie, you know who she is? Her picture was in the paper this morning. She killed somebody.
It'd only be a matter of seconds until they called the police, so I ran. I saw a police car crossing the avenue, so I ran the other way. 2 blocks away, there was another police car at the intersection. I ducked into an alley and tripped and fell headlong into the dirty, foul snow. Oh, I don't know how long I was out, but when I came to, somebody was pulling my mink coat off.
Come on, dearie. Come on. Cooperate.
What are you doing?
You won't need this coat where you're going.
Leave my coat alone.
That's all right, dearie. All right, come on. Now the dress.
My dress?
Ruby, help me get it off her.
You can't take my dress off me.
I can use a fancy dress like that, and you can't wear it in jail.
Don't, please.
All right, stay where you are.
Cops, grab her shoes, Ruby. Let's go.
My dress. They took my dress and my coat.
Stay where you are, lady.
You let them do it. Why did you let them do it?
We'll get him. Come on now, lady. Lift up your head. I want to take a look at you.
Oh, don't hurt me, please.
Uh-huh.
I'm somebody.
That's what I thought. Ruth Franklin.
I'm somebody. I'm somebody. I'm one of the 10 best-dressed women in the world!
Suspense, in which Miss Margaret Whiting starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Well-Dressed Corpse, written by E. Jack Newman and John Michael Hayes. In a moment, the word about next week's story of Suspense.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. When you talk about the government in a democracy, you have in mind the elected representatives who rule in the people's name. This isn't the case in the Soviet Union. True, the Soviet government exercises formal authority, and the parliament supposedly represents the citizens. But in practice, the all-powerful Communist Party wields the actual power. It alone governs the Soviet people. For the Communist Party, in effect, is a state within a state, with permanent control over the so-called government. It governs dictatorially in the fullest sense of the word. As a result, you have in the USSR government by the party, for the party.
Listen. Listen again next week when we return with one of radio's great classic plays, Sorry, Wrong Number, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense has been brought to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
It's a far cry from a desert island in the South Atlantic to a police-besieged apartment in a modern American city. But you're about to hear a man who has bridged it. A man who also has come full cycle from his first love, radio, back to the microphone as a star on Suspense. He is Dan O'Herlihy, whom you will remember as the bearded, lonely, and silent Robinson Crusoe from the picture of the same name a few seasons back. In that delightful film, Mr. O'Herlihy spoke only 90 lines of dialogue. In the play you are about to hear, he has considerably more words to say. Listen then, as Dan O'Herlihy stars in Strange for a Killer, which begins in just a moment.
Another visit with Joe and Daphne Forsythe.
Overhead, the moon is beaming.
Hold it, Daphne, hold it.
Oh, hi, Joe. Guess what, honey? I'm trying out for the operetta.
As what?
A singer.
You could have fooled me.
I was just practicing one of the songs.
Well, I don't think you quite fit the role.
Why not?
Well, if this version of the Student Prince is like the version I know, that particular number is sung by a tenor.
Oh.
Not that you don't come close, but I think you better stick to being a housewife.
But I want to be a singer.
Daphne, honey, a singer you'll never be.
I could take lessons.
Yeah, but lessons cost money. Money better invested for us in savings bonds.
You and your old savings bond.
I can't help it, honey. I just can't get over the way those savings bonds pay off. $4 for every 3. That's what I call an investment.
What good do they do me now?
A lot. The money we put in those bonds every payday helps keep America strong and protects you and me. No bonds, maybe no operetta. Ever think of that?
I still want to be a singer.
Well, when those bonds start bringing in the green, if you still want to sing, they'll pay for the lessons and more.
Good. Gee, if those bonds mature as fast as you say, I better start practicing now just so that I'll be ready. Overhead, the moon is beaming.
Daphne, did anyone ever tell you you have a bad voice?
Everyone.
And now, Strange for a Killer, starring Dan O'Herlihy. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
All right, mister, this is as far as you go.
Why? What's the matter, officer? What's wrong?
You'll have to park here for a while. The street's closed.
But I live on this street. I've got to get home. My wife's waiting for me. She just had a baby. And...
You'll be a little late.
Now, just a minute.
Look, will you keep your voice down?
Oh. What is this, a stakeout?
Yeah.
Who are you after?
Roy Jaleska.
Jaleska? That guy who's wanted for murder?
That's right.
Where's he hiding?
Down the street, 3 doors. There's a cop every 10 feet from here to the river. You better go into the drugstore and wait. You can call your wife if you want.
Well, I think I'd better. Where'd you say he was?
That boarding house across the street, down 3 doors.
We live in the apartment house right next to it. You don't think there'll be any shooting?
Just tell your wife to stay inside and keep her door locked. She'll be all right.
Thanks. Funny. She's got to be home.
Hello?
What's the matter, honey? I thought you weren't going to answer.
I was looking after Johnny.
He okay?
Yes. Just getting hungry.
Well, go ahead and feed him. I'm going to be late. I don't want to scare you, Jess, but there's going to be a little trouble next door. I don't want you to leave the apartment.
Trouble?
The police are after someone who's been hiding out in the boarding house next to us. The whole block is surrounded, and I won't be able to get home till it's over. And remember, you're not to come out.
All right.
There's nothing to be afraid of, Jessie. Just stay inside and keep the door locked.
There's no need for that now. Goodbye, dear.
What? Jessie! Hello, Jessie? I tell you, Sergeant, I'm positive there's something wrong up there in my apartment.
Well, what makes you so sure?
Well, my wife was afraid of something. I know she was. Something right there in the room with her. I didn't realize how different she sounded until I hung up.
You say you live next door to the boarding house?
Yes, the apartment house next door on the 3rd floor. I'm sure he's in there with her.
He could be anywhere now. We've hit the boarding house, and he wasn't in his room.
I knew it. He went across the roof. He's with Jesse and my son.
Now, don't go jumping at any conclusions.
Our apartment is on the top floor. He could get in easy enough.
Maybe.
Let me go up there, Sergeant. Please let me go up there. I've got to be with my wife and baby.
What good would that do? We're not even sure he's there.
I'll make sure. Look, if everything's all right, if he isn't there, I'll call the drugstore and have them tell you so. If he is, I'll let you know somehow. We can think of some kind of signal.
All right. Now listen to me.
Yes.
Go straight to your wife. If you pass anyone you don't know on the stairs or in the halls, keep going and don't look back. He's trapped and he's scared now, and he'll kill you if he thinks you're onto him.
I realize that.
If he's not in your place when you get there, call the drugstore. If he is there, well, there's nothing I can tell you. You'll be on your own. But don't try to signal. You wouldn't get away with it, and it's not necessary. If I don't get your call 10 minutes after you go in, we'll know.
Yes, sir.
Remember this, mister. If he's there, don't try to be a hero. Just do whatever he tells you. Keep a good distance from him and don't make any quick moves. He's been in spots like this before, and he'll know what it means.
I know.
That's about all, I guess. Just be careful. We want this man. We want him bad. But we don't want anyone hurt getting him if we can help it. You understand?
I understand. And thanks.
Okay, mister. You can get going.
Jesse! Jesse, it's me! Jess! Honey, is everything okay?
Come in, Henry.
Get your hands over your head, get up against the wall, and don't make any noise or I'll kill you.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
Memo on medals. Interesting information about our military awards and decorations. Campaign medals were authorized by Congress in 1905 for all officers and men engaged in specified wars and military action, including such widely divergent battles as the Civil War in the United States and the Boxer Rebellion in China. The Navy and Marine Corps have a special Manila Bay Medal for members of the United States Asiatic Squadron under command of Commodore George Dewey in May of 1898. The Haitian Campaign of 1915 is commemorated with a medal, as is the Santo Domingo Expedition, which suppressed a revolt in that country and preserved order during elections in 1916. The Army has its Mexican Service Medal for those involved in any of several expeditions or engagements from April 12, 1911 through June 16, 1919. There is also the Army of Cuban Pacification Medal for United States troops who, from October of 1906 to April of 1909, helped establish a stable government in that island nation. The Victory Medal was initially awarded to all United States service personnel in World War I expeditionary forces, including, for the first time, women serving in the military units. There is a story behind every American medal, a proud story of devotion to country and unselfish service to keep it strong and free.
And now, starring Dan O'Herlihy, Act 2 of Strange for a Killer.
Don't try anything, mister.
I'm not afraid of your gun.
That's because you've never been hit by a .45. I'm warning you. You won't never know what it means to wish you could die till you get a .45 slug in the stomach.
Henry.
Don't worry, Jesse. I know he means it.
I mean it.
It won't do any good, you know. No matter what happens to us. No matter how long you stay here. They'll get you.
Listen there, guys. Just like me, those blue suits don't make 'em Superman. They make mistakes like everyone else. They already made a big one.
What?
They shouldn't have sent you.
Nobody sent me. My wife didn't sound right when I spoke to her over the phone. I came up to find out why.
Yeah, she gave it away. She's sorry about that.
Jesse, did...
It's all right, Henry. Please, it's all right.
Did he hurt you, Jess?
Never mind that.
She just got out of the hospital.
Would you like to see her go back?
I hope they kill you.
I might. I thought about it. I guess maybe you better start thinking about it, too. It'll happen next time you make a crack like that.
Henry, don't. Don't.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. And you're going to give me the right answers. The right answers, mister, the first time, or you'll get hurt bad.
What do you want to know?
Where were you when you made that phone call?
Drugstore. At the corner.
And your wife don't sound right? You think maybe something's wrong?
Yes.
You want to get up there. You want to find out why?
Yes.
What takes you so long?
What?
We don't hear you coming up the stairs till almost 10 minutes after she hangs up. What are you doing all that time?
Well, you see, at first I wasn't sure she sounded like there was something wrong. It was only after I hung up and got to thinking about it that I started to worry. And then I made up my mind to come up.
You don't stop to talk it over with the cops?
Oh, why should I? How could I know it was you in here?
Cops all over the block looking for me, searching every building. Streets probably closed off, and your wife sounds scared over the phone. She don't say why. Sounds like someone's with her, and she don't say who. And you don't think it might be me?
Well, yes. Maybe.
You don't say nothing to the cops, though?
No.
You just come up all by yourself?
Yes.
You're sure of that?
Yes.
Okay.
No. No! Henry! Oh, Henry.
It's all right. I'm all right, Jess.
What do you think I am? There's a line of cops 5 feet thick around every building in the block, and no one gets through unless they let them. You're here because they put you here. I'm giving you just 5 seconds to tell me why. What's the big plan?
He's hurt. Can't you see you've hurt him?
I don't know about that plan. I don't know what they're going to do. But they know you're in here.
Go on.
I did go to the police when I thought you were here with my wife. I don't think they believed me at first. But I talked them into letting me come anyway. If you weren't here, I was supposed to call them right away.
And if I was?
Nothing. Just wait. And if they didn't hear in 10 minutes, it meant I couldn't call. That you were in this room.
What time is it?
Too late. Much too late. They know Jaleska. They've stopped searching. They know you're here. You haven't got a chance.
I got a chance. As long as I ain't alone, I got a chance. You, lady. Go get that kid.
No.
Why do you want him? We'll do anything you say. You look okay. You don't want to hurt the kid.
Nothing'll happen if you do like I tell you. Get him, lady.
All right, Jesse.
Henry.
It's all right, I'm sure of it. You haven't got much time, Jaleska. You know it. Killing our baby is something you wouldn't do. You can bring him in, Jesse.
If you say so.
You're so sure this is the end of the line for me. And those cops down there, they're so sure. Well, I'm telling you, I got lots of time. And you're going to help me take it.
Yeah?
That's right. Now back up to the wall and peel off that jacket.
What?
You heard me. Take off the jacket. And throw it on the floor.
Sure. All right. What are you going to do?
I'm not going to do anything. You're going to take it for a while.
Well, what do you mean?
You don't get it, eh? I'm kind of surprised.
I don't see any way out for you, if that's what you mean. They know you're here.
Yeah, they know I'm here. You made sure of that, didn't you? So they're covering every way out. Doors, windows, alleys. What do you suppose would happen if I tried one of them?
They'd probably kill you.
Yeah. I start out that window and every cop comes running to the bottom of the fire escape to see I don't finish the trip. There won't be any cops anywhere else, see? In the alleys or on the streets or down near the river. They'll all be watching the guy on the fire escape, won't they? And the guy on the fire escape,
He don't need to be me, does he?
It won't work. You're crazy to think that'll work.
I got to take that chance now. You're going out that window, mister. And you're going to take your time doing it.
They've seen me. They know what I look like.
They saw a guy in a leather jacket right close up. Now you're a guy in a white T-shirt 3 stories over the street coming down a fire escape. That makes you a different guy. That makes you Roy Jaleska.
Well, what if they start shooting? The minute I step out in that window.
What if they do? It's a chance you gotta take. You don't want me to take all the chances, do you? Ah, a little guy. All right, bring him in.
He's asleep. He's asleep.
What's his name?
Johnny?
Johnny, eh? Huh, that's a nice original name. Cute little kid, too. I don't guess you'll put up any arguments, will you, mister?
No. No arguments.
And I'll be right here with your wife and kid till I see our little scheme's working, so don't try no tricks on the way down.
I won't.
What does he mean? Henry, what are you going to do?
You can read about it in the papers, lady. Now go turn out the light.
The light?
Turn it out. But don't try nothing, neither one of you. You got your kid in here now, and there's no telling who'll get hit if I had to shoot wild.
Turn it out, Jesse.
Henry,
The lights, come on. Now, you, the window. Okay, they're all waiting. Get going.
You can't let him go out there. They'll think he's you. They'll kill him.
I stepped out onto the slatted platform and started toward the flimsy iron ladder. The cops had seen the light go out, and I could hear quick moving in the street. I could feel every eye focused on me. Jaleska was right. It was going to work.
All right, hold up there. We see you. Don't take another step.
And then I discovered there was a part of the plan Jaleska hadn't told me. The part that would guarantee his escape. From the window behind me, he fired down into the police. Their guns flew up automatically, and every one was aimed at me.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
We have, together, ample capacity and freedom to defend freedom. This is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Positive results have been achieved through NATO since its formal inception in April 1949. The alliance has fulfilled its primary objectives: preservation of peace and security, and the halting of communist expansion westward. Not 1 square inch of European territory has fallen under Soviet domination since the signing of the Alliance Treaty. The United States of America is a part of NATO. You should be aware of and alert to the objectives and programs of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
And now, starring Dan O'Herlihy, Act 3 of Strange for a Killer.
Henry.
Don't touch him, let him alone.
He's losing blood. I've got to have a doctor.
You'll get a doctor, lady.
Why don't you go? What are you waiting for? Haven't you done enough? He's been shot. He's hurt, and you stand there. I thought you wanted to get out. Well, get out now. Get out!
Jesse.
Henry, you'll be all right. Don't try to move, darling. You'll be all right.
Is he gone?
No, mister. I ain't gone. Our little scheme don't look like it's gonna work. Coming up the stairs right now.
Don't move, Henry. Be over in a minute.
You're glad, eh?
No. I'm not glad. I feel sorry. For you.
Don't. I've been running a long time. I think it'll feel good to stop. Funny. When they're after you and you're running away, you look the same, you act the same as you always did, but it's different on the inside. You're all tight and twisted. No matter what you're doing, you can't relax. You can't get a good, deep breath. Yeah, I think I'm almost glad.
Come on out, Jaleska.
Those guys are going to do a lot of bragging tomorrow.
We know you're in there. Come out with your hands up, or we're coming in after you.
And they finally get me, Jaleska, the guy they're all afraid of.
You killed a man.
Yeah, I killed a guy. I got mad, real mad. Things happen when you get that way. Things you can't stop. When it's over, no matter how it happened, you're different from anyone else. You're a killer. One day you're just a guy, and then something happens and you're a killer.
Please go, please. Haven't you heard us enough?
Sure, I'll go. Why not? Won't make much difference now. Buddy, you know what I mean, don't you? You're just a guy.
Yeah. Put your gun down. Maybe they'll give you a chance.
Chance? What chance? I've been waiting for a chance all my life.
Give her the gun. It'll be better.
Forget it. Get out of the way, lady. I'm going out.
Why don't you let me have your gun?
Get back. Get way back.
Jesse.
It's all right, Henry.
That's right. Stay there. Stay just like that.
Okay, Gillespie. Hold it right there. Don't come any farther.
Where's Johnny?
In the other room. Way in back.
There's 6 guns on you. You haven't got a chance. Drop that thing and come down with your hands over your head.
Oh, no. Oh, we shouldn't have tried.
Jesse.
Yes.
Why didn't it work? They shot at me. And then there was at least a half minute when he could have got out that door. Why didn't he? What made him wait?
Don't talk, darling. It's all over now.
What happened? Tell me.
When the police fired at you, he started for the door. He was almost out. And then he stopped. He came back, Henry. They were still shooting. He went out onto the fire escape and lifted you into the room. Then he started for the door again, but we could hear the police on the stairs. It was too late.
Is your husband all right?
I don't know. I think so. Will you get a doctor, please?
I already sent for him. Take it easy, mister. You're going to be okay. Just lie easy.
Yeah, sure. You know, it's funny. Not funny. Strange. Strange for a killer.
Suspense, in which Dan O'Herlihy starred in William N. Robeson's production of Strange for a Killer, adapted by Anthony Ellis from a story by Robert Essen. Supporting Dan O'Herlihy in Strange for a Killer were Joan Banks, Jack Moyles, and Ted DeCorsia. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with The Last Kilometer by Michael Frost, a tense, action-packed story of the Rallye des Alpes, one of Europe's greatest sports car races. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
And now, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. How often have you felt that you'd like to get away from it all?
Just drop everything, move far away, start a new life, maybe even with a new identity. Well, it isn't as easy as it sounds, as the story you're about to hear demonstrates. So before you buy a one-way ticket to elsewhere, listen to Night on Red Mountain, which begins in just a moment. When news makes news, that's news. As several trade publications in the broadcasting field have recently announced, a week from tomorrow, CBS News on the Hour goes to twice its current length each weekday. Beginning Monday the 28th, you'll hear a first in network broadcasting history, the initiation of dramatically expanded coverage by award-winning CBS News. Full 10-minute coverage every hour on the hour. That's the date, November 28th, when CBS News goes double for you at this address on your dial.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't hear you drive in. I can't hear much of anything when the wind starts blowing.
Fill her up.
Yes, sir.
Better check the oil and water, too. Any hot coffee inside?
Yeah, hot and black.
That's for me. Must be close to zero.
Oh, not that bad. Down around 20. It'll drop tonight, though. Radio says we might get a blizzard.
And they call this sunny California.
Well, we're more than 5,000 feet here. 6,500 at the top of the pass up the road a piece.
Yeah, I know. I just come off it.
Were you heading north?
Yeah, Vegas. How far is it from here?
Oh, about 260 from Victorville, and Victorville's 32 from here. What's the matter? You lost?
What makes you think so?
Well, US 66 is a direct route. Not many cars come across Red Mountain in the winter.
Hey,
Yeah?
ain't I seen you someplace before?
Well, not unless you've been through here before.
I ain't never. Not back east someplace? You come from back east?
No, I never been. I come from up north. Eureka.
Funny, take that mustache off. You'd be a ringer for a kid I used to know once back in Jersey City. Joey Perino. Funny.
Yeah. Yeah, lookalikes. You run into them sometime.
Sure you was never back east?
Sure.
Funny, without that mustache, I'd swear.
You'd be mistaken.
Yeah? Well, where'd I find the coffee?
Right inside. Sally will take care of you.
Yeah, you better check the battery and the tires, too.
Yeah, sure thing.
Good evening.
Give me a cup of black coffee.
Yes, sir.
The State Highway Patrol has asked us to make this announcement. Chains will be required on all cars in the mountain regions. Tonight's storm is expected to bring at least 6 inches of snow down to the 3,000-foot level.
Sounds like you might be snowed in.
Oh, won't be the first time.
It might be dangerous, considering your condition.
Oh, no. I'm not expecting until April. We never get any snow that late.
Not even when the weather's unusual, like they say out here.
Well, it's never that unusual. You better get Walt to put on your chains.
Ain't got any.
Oh? Well, then watch your step going down that hill, particularly Mule Shoe Curve. It's bad in snow like this.
I'll remember that. Is he your husband?
Who?
Fella gassing me up to this Walt.
Oh, yeah.
You two all alone up here?
No, there's my dad. And he'd better get a move on or he won't get back up that mountain tonight.
Where is he?
Oh, he went down to Victorville this afternoon for supplies.
Oh? You born around here?
No, up north.
Eureka?
Well, yeah, how'd you guess?
Your husband said that's where he come from.
He did?
Yeah. Doesn't he?
Well, he said he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever hear of a guy named Joey Perino?
No. Why, should I?
Your husband looks like him.
Well, what if he does?
Oh, nothing. You ever been back east?
Never been outside the state. Gee, you ask more questions than a cop.
Oh, don't worry, I ain't no cop.
She's all set to roll.
How much I owe you?
12 gallons, that'll be $3.95.
Plus the coffee.
Compliments of the management.
Huh?
It's a policy of the establishment. Free coffee during blizzards. Isn't it, Sally?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, $4.
Get your change.
Don't bother. $3.95 for the gas, 5 cents for the coffee. I got a policy, too. I don't take handouts.
Oh, look now, what
I don't want to
was
be
wrong?
owing anybody anything, sister. Particularly rats. Be seeing you, Joey.
Joey? What do you mean, Walt, calling you Joey?
In just a moment, we will return for the second act of Suspense.
Walt, will you tell me what he meant calling you Joey?
Oh, the guy's nuts.
He asked an awful lot of questions.
What kind of question?
About me, about you. He said you told him you come from Eureka. Why did you tell him that, Walt?
Oh, look, honey, the guy's nuts. I never told him I came from Eureka.
You never told me where you came from either, Walt. You just said you came from back east.
Well, what difference does it make?
It didn't then when we first met. Well, it doesn't now if you tell me it doesn't.
I tell you, it doesn't, honey.
Okay, Walt. I'm sorry.
You better get to bed, honey. It's going to be a long, cold night, huh?
All right. You coming?
A little while. Won't be much more business in this storm.
Yeah.
Mr. Pirelli?
Yeah?
I have a long-distance call for you from Victorville, California.
Who's calling?
Mr. Battaglia.
All right, operator, put him on.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, Big Pete?
Yeah, Bat, what are you doing down in Victorville? You were supposed to be here in Vegas by dinner time.
Yeah, I know, but sort of got lost in the mountains.
Now, that figures. I know you to get lost in Jersey City.
Yeah, but wait till you hear what I found.
Gold mine, I suppose, huh?
No. Joey Perino.
You're kidding. Where?
In a gas station back in the hills.
You sure it's Joey?
Positive. He's got a mustache, he's got a wife, and he calls himself Walt something or other. But it's Joey, all right.
Did he recognize you?
Sure he did, but he didn't let on. Thought I'd better tell you.
Now, wait a minute. If he recognized you, he'll take it on a lamb.
Not a chance. He's up here all alone with his wife. She's in a family way, and it's blowing up a blizzard. He wouldn't risk getting her out in this kind of weather.
Where are you?
The joint called a White Spot.
All right, sit tight. I'll be there in a couple of hours.
Well, how are you going to do that?
Charter a plane?
But, boss, I'll be glad to handle him for you.
I'm sure you would, Bat, but this one I want to take care of myself in my own way. If you get what I mean.
Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. I'll wait for you here.
What's the name of this place he's at?
Walt Summit Service. Why?
Thought I might give him a ring before I leave.
Tip him off?
No. Offer him another chance.
You kidding?
What do you think?
Walt Summit Service, good evening.
Hello, Joey.
You must have the wrong number. This is Walt Summit Service.
Nah, Joey, I got the right number. This is Big Pete, remember me?
There's some mistake.
There's no mistake, Joey. Bat just told me he was by your joint a little while ago.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. This is Walt Summit Service.
All right, Joey, if you want it that way, it's Walt Summit Service and you're Walt. But back in Jersey City, you're still Joe Perini to the boys. And Joey, the boys miss you. All of them. Me in particular. I miss you so much, Joey, I feel I just gotta talk to you.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
Walt?
Yeah, honey.
Who is that?
Hey, look, you're supposed to be asleep.
I was just dozing off and the phone woke me. Who was it, Walt?
Oh, somebody had a wrong number.
Well, it took you long enough to tell him.
Guy was drunk or something.
Oh.
Go to sleep, honey.
Well, aren't you coming?
I don't feel very sleepy. I sit up a while. Wait for your dad.
Well, all right, but don't make it too late. You know, I get lonely in here without you.
I know, darling. Go to sleep now.
Small craft warnings are flying from Point Concepcion to Point Dumas. All planes are grounded at Los Angeles International Airport. The Weather Bureau predicts that close upon the heels of the present storm is another developing off the coast of northern California. This is an undisguised blessing for the farmer in the San Joaquin Valley and the growers in Orange County.
Walt, Summit Service.
Hello, Joey.
Wrong number.
You shouldn't hang up on Big Pete, Joey.
Wrong number.
Now listen to me, Joey, and listen good. I want to talk to you.
You got the wrong number.
Okay, Joey. Now you just listen to me, boy. You know a joint in Victorville called the White Spot?
Yeah, I know it.
Good. I'm at the airport in Vegas. I'm taking off from here in 5 minutes. You take off in 5 minutes too, Joey.
Now look here.
Don't hang up on me, Joey. Just listen. It'll take you about the same time to get down off that mountain as it'll take me to fly to Victorville. Meet me in the White Spot. That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore.
You'll take this one or I'll come up there and shove it down your throat.
Oh, come on. Come on. A highway patrol car just pulled up outside.
Who are you kidding, Joey? You think you can scare me off with them two-bit cops?
Look, I'm not trying to kid you, Pete.
Oh, that's my boy, Joey. You finally recognize your old boss, huh? Now, you ain't going to squeal at them orange pickers, are you, Joey?
I'm not a squealer, Pete.
Ain't you?
No.
How do I know?
Look, I'm telling you.
So how come you took a powder on me 2 years ago, huh? How come? How come you just blew?
I want it out.
Hey, Walt, are you in there?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Who are you talking to?
The highway patrol. I told you.
You going to tell them why you walked out on old Pete?
Now, look, I don't tell nothing to nobody. I just want to be left alone. I want it out. I got it out.
You ain't out yet, kid. Nobody ever quits on me.
Hey, look. Leave me alone, will you, Pete? Sure, so I worked for you. I drove for you. I don't know nothing. I ain't talking.
You sure ain't.
I gotta go now. Just let me alone, Pete. For the love of heaven, let me alone.
Walt, there's someone at the door.
I know it.
Who you talking to now?
It's my wife.
Look, get rid of the cops, Joey. Tell your wife to go to bed.
You got the wrong number.
Meet me in 2 hours at the White Spot in Victorville. You got it?
Yeah, I got the number you're calling, but this
now,
isn't
you better
it.
be there, Joey. Or I'm coming up the hill for you.
In a moment, we will return for the third act of Suspense.
Good evening, Mrs. Parsons. I'm sorry I disturbed you, ma'am.
Oh, that's all right, Sergeant Toohey. Come in. Come on.
Thank you.
Walt was on the phone.
Yeah, Sergeant, some crackpot got a wrong number and can't get it out of his drunken head, you know.
Well, I just stopped by to see if you folks were all right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Snug as a bug in a rug.
Say, would you have a cup of coffee?
Why, yes, thanks, Mrs. Parsons. I guess maybe I dropped by for that, too.
Well, there's always some on the stove.
Well, how's the weather outside, huh?
It ain't a fit night for man or motor car. Pass is closed, and we won't be able to get plows through from the other side of the mountain until, tomorrow forenoon.
Well, that's what you can expect in February.
Oh, there you are, Sergeant. Sugar, cream, and hot, I hope.
Well, that's wonderful, Mrs. Parsons. Thank you.
Say, Sally,
Yes, darling.
like the sergeant says, you know, it ain't a fit night out for a man or motor car.
Yeah?
Well, I thought we might put him up for the night. Huh?
Why, of course.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to inconvenience you.
Oh, but it wouldn't be any inconvenience.
No, not at all. No inconvenience at all. We'd sure like to have you stay.
That's right nice of you, believe me, but I've got to get on down the road.
Oh, but it's after 10 now, and you're off duty.
No. In a storm like this, nobody's off duty. Well, thanks for the coffee, Mrs. Parsons.
Welcome.
Say, I got something to thank you for, Walt.
Oh, what's that?
The only laugh I had this evening.
I'd like to hear it. What's the laugh, Sarge?
That car out front.
Huh? What car?
A couple of hours ago, when I was going up to the pass, that two-tone job standing out front with the big tail fins.
What about it?
Gold and white, covered with mud and the snow piling up on it. It sort of reminded me like a bathing beauty on a ski slope. Cars like that weren't designed for this kind of country.
No, I guess they weren't.
Yeah. Well, good night, folks, and thanks again for the coffee.
Oh, you're welcome.
Good night, Sergeant. Oh, I'll get it, dear.
No, I will. Walt, Summit Service.
You ain't left yet, Joey? Get going.
You got the wrong number.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Darling, what is it?
This screwball.
Well, what's he wrong?
Oh, who knows? He's drunk. Let's go to bed, huh?
Oh, I'm not very sleepy. I know what. Let's sit up and wait for Dad.
Oh, he won't make it now.
Well, he might.
Oh, let's go to bed, I said.
All right, honey. Well, go to bed.
Well, go then. I gotta lock up, huh?
All right. Walt.
What?
Well, what's the matter?
Nothing's the matter. I gotta look up, that's all. Get to bed. Stop asking a lot of stupid questions, will you?
That will be 20 cents for 3 minutes.
All right, here you are, sister.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Pete?
Well, how'd you guess it'd be me, Joey?
Now, look. Let's cut the kidding.
I ain't kidding, Joey. I'm disappointed. Real disappointed. I fly all the way down here to Victorville just to talk to you, and what happens? You ain't got the courtesy to come down the hill to see an old pal. How come you ain't here, Joey?
I'm not coming, Pete.
You ain't, huh?
No.
Well, then I guess I have to come up there.
Nobody's asking you.
Now, Joey, that ain't no way to talk.
I'll lay off, will you, Pete? I done nothing to you.
You walked out on me, Joey. Nobody walks out on Big Pete. I'll see you in an hour. And, Joey...
Yeah?
Don't try taking no powder. Fella at the bar just told me that the pass is closed. The only way out's down the hill.
I know it.
You want to change your mind and come on down, Joey? Joey? Joey?
Were you flashing, sir?
Yeah, I was cut off.
Well, just a moment. I'll try to connect you. I'm sorry, sir. There seems to be trouble on that line. Probably the storm.
Okay, sister, thanks.
Coming?
No. But it couldn't be better. The line just went out in the storm.
And the pass is blocked. But a sweet setup.
Ain't it? Let's go.
A pleasure.
In a moment, we'll return for the concluding act of Suspense. Okay.
That you, honey?
Yeah.
Come to bed, darling.
I can't.
Where are you going? What are you putting on your coat for?
I gotta go down the hill.
Oh, Walt, what's the matter?
I'm worried about your dad. I'm gonna look for him.
Now you know he's probably staying in town at the Rances. If you're worried, telephone them.
I tried. The line's out. I gotta go down the hill.
But, Walt, you can't leave me here alone.
I got it, honey. I got it.
But I'm afraid.
Look, there's nothing to be scared of. You'll be safe here.
Your gun. Why are you taking your gun?
Feel better with a gun.
Walt, you're keeping something from me. You gotta tell me.
There's nothing to tell, honey. Get back in bed, honey, please.
If you promise not to go out.
I can't. I gotta go, and I gotta go alone.
Well, then it isn't Dad. It's something else.
Now, look, honey, don't make me...
Hey! How come the place all lit up like a Christmas tree? Can't be that much business tonight.
Oh, Dad, thank goodness you're here. This silly husband of mine was just going out to look for you. He was afraid you skidded into the canyon or something.
Oh, an old mountain man like me? Oh, fiddlesticks. I'm glad you're dressed, though, Walt. I promised Sergeant Toohey I'd send you down the road with the tow truck and give him a hand.
Accident?
Yeah. Some darn fool was driving without chains. Went through the guardrail on Mule Shoe Curve. One of these fancy new two-tone jobs with airplane fins.
Gold and white? Hardtop convertible?
Toohey didn't specify, but he recognized the driver. Big shot gangster from back east, he said. Name of Big Pete Pirelli. Yeah, that was it. Didn't know the other fella.
Were they, hurt?
Hurt? They're both as dead as last week's hamburgers.
Okay, I'll get going. I guess I won't need this gun after all. I'll be back in a little while, Sally.
All right, honey.
See that she gets to bed, will you, Dad?
Sure, son.
She hasn't had much sleep tonight.
Don't worry, darling. I'll sleep now.
Good. You know something?
What?
I love you very much.
Suspense. You've been listening to Night on Red Mountain, written for Suspense by William N. Robeson. In a moment, the names of our players and a word about next week's story of Suspense. Heard in tonight's story were Lawson Zerby as Walt, Jim Bowles as Bat, Mandel Kramer as Pete, Ellen McCrae as Sally, Bob Dryden as Sarge, Ruth Tobin as the operator, and Bill Adams as Dad. Listen again next week when we return with Home is Where You Find It, written for Suspense by Edna Ray. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
And now, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. In a moment, Act One of Pages from a Diary, starring Jim and Henny Backus, and written especially for Suspense by Virginia Voland. This first portion of Suspense is brought to you by the makers of Marlboro cigarettes. Ready? Take a nice, easy beat. Mix in the bass. Now add the vibes. There you go. Each one's good, but together they're great. Marlboro cigarettes are a lot like that. They've got a special combination that gives you full flavor in a filter cigarette. Marlboro's got the combination, the famous Richmond recipe of ripe golden tobaccos, combined with the exclusive Select Trade filter. Marlboro, plenty rich, yet plenty mild. You get a lot to like with a Marlboro, the filter cigarette with the unfiltered taste. Try 'em.
I shudder when I think of what my parents would say if they could see their daughter at this moment, alone in John's bedroom. I have the right. I must learn what I can about what happened. What drew him away from me? I think he loved me, but there were times when he hated me. So I've cast my inhibitions to the winds. I waited as long as I could for an answer to whatever happened. I've let myself in and found what I was looking for. John's diary. I've always known he kept one. Maybe he told it what he never would have told me. He used to tell me everything. I find proof another woman meant more to him than I. When did he start acting so strangely? April. Yes, April, I think. Here is the first entry for that month. Something is wrong with me lately. I am not feeling very well. Actually, that is a ridiculous statement. For physically, I am as fit as can be. Living as I do here on the farm, half out of doors, sleeping like a log. Eating the good country food my housekeeper prepares so carefully for me. How could anything go wrong with the solid and well-constructed machine that is my body? No, it is something deeper and less tangible than that. It is very hard to put into words. What I am most conscious of is a division within myself, a conflict of desires and emotions. I find myself wanting to do something and yet not wanting to do it at the same time. Last night, that business of Janet, I was freshening up with the usual anticipation that I always feel when I'm going to see her, when suddenly I experienced the most positive reaction against going to her house. My whole system stiffened with revolt against the idea. And for a moment, I found myself actually disliking her, no? Let me be completely honest, actually hating her. Now, this doesn't make sense. She is my darling, and without her, my life would be empty and worthless to me. Of course, I overrode that ridiculous feeling and walked across the knoll to her place anyway. But somehow the evening was spoiled. I didn't feel the same unalloyed pleasure in the company that I always do. Part of me was at peace and at home, as I always am, and the other part wanted to rush away, to be free of her. And since I did not indulge that strange whim, just sat there being hateful and critical of her. It makes no sense. There are other times, too, when I feel this inner conflict. I'm torn two ways about so many things lately. I must get a grip on myself. Pull myself together. May 3rd. How can I feel sorry for people who feel a hammer beating in their brains? In my brain, there are two hammers beating constantly. When they beat together in rhythm, I find I can endure it. But when they start their counterpoint, hitting out in opposition to each other, sometimes I feel as if I'm two different people, constantly warring with each other. My body is a battleground, and two personalities inside me are contending for supremacy. May 5th. This horrible war in me is still raging. Neither character will reconcile with the other. For every impulse I feel to do something or say something, there is a counter-impulse against it. Nothing is clear, simple, and uncomplicated anymore. Torn in two directions, any action becomes difficult, a struggle to complete. I just cannot decide things. May 21st. I am two people. I can feel it so plainly now. Why did I never recognize that fact before? I suppose that in some measure it is true of all of us, that we are divided personalities, but I never thought it could be this strong. The two inhabitants of my physical shell refuse to be still. They're constantly fighting. In my brain, the two hammers are always at it. They beat out the minutes of my life in fearful opposition, as if each one were struggling to force its rhythm upon my pulse and heartbeat. I suppose one is probably good and one bad. That is usually so. With me, which is which? I'm so confused, I can't tell the difference. Whichever one is in the ascendancy seems to me the most desirable self, the leader my body must follow. June 4th. Oh, I'm exhausted by the struggle of trying to unite the two oppositions within me. Why do I bother to struggle this way? What difference does it make? There must be some instinctive idea of morality that cautions me that this double feeling is wrong. A primitive conception that only in singleness of purpose, unity of idea and desire is so strong. Do I harm anyone besides myself? Is there any possible menace to Janet in this situation within me? I am afraid and ashamed, and sometimes of the violent reactions that I have against her. July 9th. Today I just drifted, too weary to hold my cells in check. That gave them a good chance to fight over me. Fatigue gives them the opportunity they're looking for, I think. And lately, I've been unable to sleep. We had another division of interest. I'd been doing the farm accounts all day, and my eyes were very tired. Yet one of me stubbornly insisted upon poring over some old manuscripts my dealer had sent from out of town. I had the eerie feeling that part of me sat at a desk reading, while the other one lay back on the couch with his eyes closed, idly playing with the dog. July 25th. What would Janet say if she knew how we felt about her? I know that my erratic behavior is causing her unhappiness, but how can I explain this thing? One of us loves her so deeply, so surely. There is no joy in life for me without her. And then sometimes I hate her so viciously, so fiercely that I would like to kill her. August 7th. We did it again today. I have decided that I am definitely two people. My body was tired from the outdoor work, but my eyes went into town to see a movie. It was very strange, since I had not thought to send my ears along. I watched the actors mouthing on the screen, no sound emerging from their lips. Like an old silent picture, but without the titles. Next time, I must remember to send my ears. Though I tried hard at the time, I find I cannot just wish them there and have it happen. If two parts of me are to go away, they must travel together at the same time. Do you realize what I have just written? I'm accepting this phenomenon as if it were natural and going to continue, as if I were going to spend the rest of my life with a part of me in one place and parts in another, devising ways to make it more practical and convenient. What strange and hard kind of madness is possessing me. August 21st. If I am to be capable of this trick, that of sending parts of me off on some errand or another while other parts sit quietly at home, I'm resolved it shall be profitable. Now, last evening there was a symphony in New York. And instead of subjecting myself to the fatiguing journey into town, I sent my ears off by themselves to enjoy it. The music never seemed better to me. Apparently there can be such concentration of that one sense or organ that is by itself as to produce the maximum sensitivity and awareness. The little experiment almost had an embarrassing repercussion, however. Mrs. Wilkes, my housekeeper, came in to tell me something. And it suddenly occurred to me that I would not be able to hear what she was saying, so I quickly pretended that I was asleep. Perhaps not quickly enough, though, because the look she gave me that I saw through my partly closed eyes was peculiar. September 1st. I've been continuing my experiments. Really, this has its elements of advantageousness. Now, last night was rather fun. While the rest of me stayed at home to watch, my hands and arms went out and rang doorbells. It worked wonderfully. Unlike small boys at Halloween, I didn't have to run away for fear of detection. My arms simply concealed themselves in the bushes. And then when the house occupants came to the door, there was no one in sight, of course. Just before I went home, my hands and arms went home. They rang her bell. The confused look on her face when she realized that there was no one there was very funny. And I shook with this sort of inward laughter. September 11th. I haven't seen her recently. I've been too busy making my investigations of myself, of my two selves. Besides, one of us gets violent every time we are around her. She does something internally shattering to me, to part of me, just to be in the same room with her. It is as if she were unconsciously trying to exercise something inside of me. Damn her, what right has she to interfere? I intend to live as I please, and I will not be criticized. If she persists, I shall have to find some means of separating her life from mine. September 13th. My housekeeper has left. Does she find me strange? Is it beginning to show? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I can cook well enough for myself. I'm not very hungry either. I am certainly not eating for two. September 21st. I feel better this week. I've been continuing with my experiments. It is a strange but positive kind of pleasure. I have a feeling of such incredible power, a strength double that of others. I am two people. I can feel it so plainly now. Why did I never recognize that fact before? I suppose that in some measure it is true of all of us that we are divided personalities, but I never thought it could be this strong. The two inhabitants of my physical shell refuse to be still. They're constantly fighting. In my brain, the two hammers are always at it. It beat out the minutes of my life in fearful opposition, as if each one were struggling to force its rhythm upon my pulse and heartbeat. I suppose one is probably good and one bad. That is usually so. With me, which is which? I'm so confused, I can't tell the difference. Whichever one is in the ascendancy seems to me the most desirable self, the leader my body must follow. September 29th. I must keep away from Janet. I'm likely to do her harm. Last night we both went out to see her. Part of me was lonely, wanted to be warmed by her personality. I've seen very little of her these past 3 months. And the other part just sat there hating her. I finally had to leave abruptly when I found my hands wanting to fasten themselves on her long, white throat. And no matter how I tried, I could not fight down the desire to strangle her. October 11th. Most of my trouble is at night. I find that my thoughts become so absorbed with her chiefly after dark. So that is the time when I must be most careful to find myself these dual occupations. All the work gets done around here at night. The animals are baffled, poor beasts. I exercised the mare in the moonlight last night, but left my head at home. October 17th. I am worried and very frightened. Tonight, Janet nearly came to great harm. I was tired and a bit careless. I wanted to sleep for a change. So, while I lay in bed, still half awake, my hands and arms went away over to her house. I was almost asleep before I realized what was happening, and I sprang up shaking with apprehension. It was all I could do to cover my body sufficiently to make the trip without my hands. And I got to her house just in time, I imagine. My hands and arms were already in her room. And what they were going to do, I don't know. But I know they were going to do her some damage, and I had a deep feeling that it was very fortunate that I had been no later than I was. She woke up then and almost screamed. What was I doing in her house, in her room, at such an hour? October 23rd. Today I find I am filled with hate for Janet. How I hate her. She's destroying me this way. It is no longer possible for me to even pretend to enjoy myself. She is limiting my action, my freedom. All I do is work, so as to be too busy to go near her. But I want to go near her, to see her, to be with her. Why does she have to hold me back this way? November 22nd. Tonight I am desperate. I have left my hands and arms at home. They are the most dangerous to her. I found that out. The instructions are to go on writing in this diary. The rest of me is out walking at this moment down the old road over towards the trestle. As I walk, my hands are to continue to report what the rest of me is doing. It seems to be working. I have the knowledge that these lines are appearing in the book. How black the night is and how cold. The road is full of ruts, and these are covered with ice. Every now and then I slip a little as I walk. I must be more careful. Ahead of me, I can see the faint outline of the railroad bridge as it crosses the gap between the two hills. How tall the supports for the tracks are. The drop must be a couple of 100 feet at least. I think I'll climb out on it just to see how it feels. It'll give me something to do with myself. Something is happening to me. My hands at home are refusing to write. They fumble. They're putting down the pen, making a spot on the paper. What are they doing? They're no longer following my instructions. Here I am, idiot-like, out in the exact middle of a railroad trestle while my hands are seeking to destroy her. That girl whom I so love and that they hate. That part of me hates. Quickly, turn around, go back, go back. One foot in front of another, no looking down. You remember that from when you were a kid, too. Now, wait a minute. Easy, easy. You almost slipped then. There's ice on the rails. You could only hurry so much if you were to arrive at all. If only I could get there in time. Now, if I try very hard, concentrate beyond all the powers of my brain, perhaps I can project myself into the place where my hands are. Now, it's no use. I cannot do it. All I can accomplish is this icy fear, this foreknowledge of disasters. Something about my hands and her throat. Oh, Janet, darling, darling. I'm coming. I'm making haste.
November 23rd. I won't pretend that I understand completely, but I know a little more after reading John's diary. There's no use talking about it now. It's all over. Finished. Life is finished in a way for me, too. John is dead, and without him, they found his body this morning in the study. And here in his bedroom, these words that raise more questions than they answer. I had a nightmare last night. I thought I was being strangled, choked to death by two powerful hands that hated me with alive and vengeful hate. I tried to cry out, but those two hands cut off all sound that I could make. I felt myself slipping away, dying. And then, suddenly, I felt a crash somewhere, far off. And just as suddenly, the hands withdrew from my throat. My breath came back, slowly. I remember hearing the clock downstairs strike. It must have awakened me, because I heard its 4 notes, one after the other. They say that John must have died about 4 o'clock, maybe a little before. I must remember to keep this scarf around my neck at the funeral. Keep it high and well tucked in. Otherwise, the purplish bruises on my throat will show.
Suspense. You've been listening to Pages from a Diary, starring Jim and Henny Backus, and written especially for Suspense by Virginia Voland. Suspense is produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. This is Stuart Metz speaking. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. 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 Suspense.